Hello and welcome, my friends. This is obviously the LCK Summer Finals. T1 going for the V11, or will GenG get their first three-peat and join Disney Plus Care Gaming and obviously T1 in that very elusive club of top-level teams. Now we go into game number one. The draft already looking mighty sus. We have Zeri on the screen. Not a happy moment here, but hopefully you are going to have many happy moments watching this video. Hope you're going to enjoy it. Let's get right into it, my friends. Okay, yeah, we are indeed in game number one, my friends, but I don't know what patch we're on because we see some really interesting champions. Obviously, that is to be expected in game number one. The series is expected to go for a while. Maybe not all the games will be so long, but we expect a bit of a back and forth at least, right? Even as a T1 fan, we obviously see the 3-0 win, but, well, we'll have to be a bit realistic maybe. We have some Lucian Nami stuff coming in again, okay, interesting. Faker with the Jayce, that's obviously the champion that he played first after his return. Maybe a champion that is a bit more comfortable for his hands. That's also something that we have to keep in mind, right? Faker put on a show yesterday with the Nico, but we have to remember that obviously the issues with his wrists still might be prevalent to some degree. On the GenG side, I mean, what is that? Actually, like Talia, yeah, it's not too terrible, right? Against Lucian, against the, what's his name, the Aatrox, that's pretty neat. Doran picking up the Camille, maybe I've missed something, but that's certainly not a champion I had on my radar. But obviously, yes, as we see, known counterpick to Aatrox. Thank you, LCK Production. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. GenG, obviously, they have the Zeri, so that's a huge issue for us at Tier 1 side. But let's just enjoy this game and see how Zeus is going to completely outplay this gank, right? That's how it's going to go. And yeah, very nice. Oh, Chovy. Doran is baiting a fight here, and Chovy is also running around. Zeus is just in a very precarious situation. He doesn't get the Q heal. Chovy TPs around. It's a bit unfortunate, yeah. Zeus obviously anticipated Chovy to ride on the wall, but now we'll have to see T1's counterplay, obviously. We'll have to see. Owner with the ult is threatening. The ult owner, and that's the smite, I think, from Peanut. Maybe not. But yeah. So T1, they got some money back, but that's not really what T1 was banking on, right? They wanted maybe a bit more, right? Using the ult from owner to maybe either generate more space or generate a pick. But it's better than nothing. So yeah. Let's see what owner is capable of doing here. The E has been interrupted and Doran goes down in the dirt. Owner picks up the kill. A bit unfortunate there, but yeah. In the end, T1 is the one that collects the cash in the top side here. Good, good. Okay, Zeus is getting, yeah, sent into the Shadow Realm, potentially here. Doran, nice ult, but yeah, there is not really all too much that you can do. TP, 2 ults, everything onto your face. Zeus expends the flash. Let's see. Oh, they're actually channeling this. Ooh, double bobble, but obviously they have Chovy coming over. Ay, man. Like, the difference in power is just insane. Like, sure, Faker will get the first blood turret there. So that's something, yeah, but Doran picks up another one. They pick up 2 kills, and the question that we should have... Oh, the question that we should have is like, what the hell happened there? Faker here also dead. There's no way. And yeah, what are you going to do against like Permafrost into Hextech Ultimatum? You're just not doing anything. And obviously T1 now has the like ability to cross map, but like look at this, like their AD carry has like smaller than cannon minion range. He can't step up to Talia. Like it's just interesting, very interesting, my friends, what is transpiring here, because Zeus is Yeah, he's getting screwed over once more. Owner this time comes around, Faker TP's in. But this, we might just get Doran. Yeah, okay, we were able to cancel the E. Chovy, okay, thank God, it's not getting away. But like, look who gets the kills. Carrier gets the kill, and fucking Owner. Like two of our 3 kills are on useless targets, or champions rather. Like, we have given over every Drake, right? Every argument or every position where we could look for a fight, we have given it over. Sure, Doran is going to sacrifice itself. Or is he? Oh my god, the light was just... Oh my fucking god. Yeah, yeah, man. Like, look at the goal. It's still not Jover, but if this fight showed us anything, then we're in fucking mad trouble. God. Okay, T1 Baron, you know how it goes, right? It's fine, I would hope to say, but Chovy can just put down the ult and then we are not in trouble. Okay, we're also allowed to path through there. Okay, good. Yeah, we are lacking DPS in some sense, of course, and oh my god, they're sending everyone there. Leave Faker alone, man. T1, I don't think they have enough tools to really like do with this. They have to trust in their mechanics to be able to magically outplay, but that's not what this comp is built for. Doran goes in, Owner goes in. We're also going for the Hail Mary. Owner gets the smite still, but does it really matter? Like looking at the gold, like growing and growing and growing, their soul point, everything, and 5 kills on Zeri. Who is going to interact with Zeri on T1 side? Like, are we actually hoping for a magical shock blast to land on her? Remember, Zeri is a tank. It's not that you're going to like do damage to her like that. I'm probably too old. I didn't even notice. Where's the magic damage on T1 exactly? Is it just carry and Owner? Is it just the Nami support and the full tank Maokai? Zeus flashes over, but that's not enough pace. Dashes into the pit, so that's at least something. That's the light, okay. It's not the best ult, but at this point, yeah. Like, look at this, T1 and friends, they are not even dealing damage, right? Then they're not even dealing relevant damage. I say that, but Faker's angry, right? He's like, oh, I want to play the game, but sadly, yeah. Yeah, 9-0 Zeri. Like, it's not even that Talia is like giga fat. She's really strong in comparison to T1 players who are so far behind. Let's see, Owner, everything comes in, but Owner, he's not even getting towards the Baron. Zeus is jumping in. We get pace stopwatch, but who really cares? Okay, so yeah, Faker. I mean, at this point, it's like, what's T1 even like looking for? Obviously, Elder's coming up. You have to like act like you want to win the game, because obviously, Riot Games officials, they are going to like fine you if you try to lose. But look at this, Zeri, by the way. I'm going to give you the instant replay here, my friends. So we have here a Zeri, level 17, obviously 5 items. And not only is T1 completely behind, right, level 14, like no items and so on, but look at what's going to happen here. Just the old pop alone, like Half-Life's Carry and Guma. And he's even in the turret right now. And obviously Owner dies afterwards, but yeah. Please, again, remove this champion. I mean, I guess 12-0, but still, should an AD carry be able to phase roll 4 players? No one to discredit the skill that Pace has to put into that, right? But still, dog champion, please remove, thank you very much. And yeah, GenG, I mean, this is a bit concerning. GenG completely on fleek in terms of form. T1, we didn't even get to see anything because they got out-rotated. They played dog champions. They couldn't even take fights, right? GenG, they take dragons in their face, but T1 has no way to interact with the opposing team. Again, hopefully someone can enlighten me. I also always want to learn more about the game, so maybe someone knows the avenue T1 saw, right? I guess we go with the argument they're pro players, they know what they're doing. Yeah, let's just go into game number 2. Hopefully T1 has a playable draft. Hopefully we at least can see, like, is T1 in a good form today? Like, we can't even evaluate any of that, right? Because, like, we didn't get to see T1 play, like, at all, really. Okay, so we come into this game. I probably have cut it out. I've been rambling about the draft of this because in game number 1, I think I cast the draft aside, but then I realized that it matters and I should have talked about it earlier because then I'm not talking hindsight. Here in this game, hopefully I'm not missing anything, but I think if T1 gets ahead, I think their draft is really, really fucking good, and GenG has some tools, oh, very nice, to like use the Blitzcrank hook from behind. It's difficult, so if GenG falls behind, I think it's tough for them. But will they fall behind? I think their top side is decently strong. Aatrox kinda gets the free lane. Silas, obviously, early game is a bit rough against Faker, but calm level 6 and factoring in the 2v2, Silas, Sejuani, pretty good stuff. Merc threat value is insane, but is Faker going to get Merc threats? Nope. And the bot lane, again, obviously the Aphelios and Lulu, very nice. But Blitzcrank. But Zeri. So that's always something that you have to keep in mind. That's not something that you can just, okay, yeah, who cares? Oh, ay. Peanut comes around. Wait, what's going on? Bro, no fucking way, man. Is this actually the timeline that we live in? Okay. So this is the timeline where GenG just 3-0s, I assume. Hopefully that's also the timeline in which T1 at least then wins Worlds or something, because I think at this point, like this series is over. The only one, the real one up above, has shown his fucking lenience, has shown his favoritism towards GenG, because what the fuck was that? How did Chovy like actually clutch that? Like, look at him, he's like basically dead. And then Owner flash W's, I mean, maybe that's a bit too greedy. And then, ay. That's just, oh, such a sliver of margin. Ay, my friends. They didn't even know Owner was there, I bet. Faker again playing the laning phase out pretty nicely. In game number 1, you could argue he got hit by X and Y, but he still had the CS lead, right? Maybe you'd argue, okay, that's to be expected, right? That's a Jayce favorable matchup. But yeah, against Chovy in these 2 games so far, and against BDD, like Faker's laning phase has like improved by a good margin. Oh, come on, that's just fucking bullshit, man. Owner's flash is 2 seconds up. This is just, at this point, it's just like everything works for GenG and nothing works for T1. It's not even like, oh yeah, like it hacks or whatever. It's just like, you know, like maybe you know this like state of flow in the game, right? Where every play that you try to do, it works out for you. You're just really in the zone or whatever. Just the stars align. That's 2 kills to GenG. It's 0-3, 2 kills on Aatrox. Yeah, what was I talking about? Giving Aatrox a free lane. Oh, that's Owner also attacked. At least Pace might die for it. I say that, but look at this. Obviously, you could now say, oh my god, GenG just massively outplaying. And, well, I guess there's some aspect of playing really well that we shouldn't underestimate, but like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? And like, again, like, looking at just the CS stats like, that are indicative to, like, obviously the laning phase, you would expect it's not that bad, but okay, Owner here, at least he gets the red buff, but that's about it. Oh, actually a kill for T1! We're so back! We're so back! Kill for Guma would be huge. But no, it's a kill for Owner. Fucking hell. Our 2 kills are on fucking Owner. It's just like the last game where our kills went to Owner and Carrier. No disrespect, of course, but again, you know how it goes. Having your supportive champions get all the gold is just not it. That's exactly what I was looking at in game number 1. Right, I was like asking myself, okay, the gold lead is just so small. And obviously there's a team comp diff of an insane magnitude, but it's like, Sapana, like what? Like, should these fights be that one-sided? And then you look where the gold is actually allocated, and then it's like, oh yeah, obviously the Maokai with all the gold, with all the items, like he's not going to be as impactful as our friend like Guma or Faker in that game. I mean, I guess Faker's not, well, whatever. We have to do some strong believing here in this point. Plays being made. Peanut is in the wing, and that's the cleanse. Carrier gets blasted, and look at Pace HP, obviously he gets away. Faker here, 1v1 versus Chovy. Nice idea by GenG. T1 had the read though, so I guess that's some good stuff for us. But oh, there's the next TP, and Peanut is also here. Zeus, yeah, you might be a tank, but well, just stop moving, really, right? How much CC was that, man? That's exactly the problem. Not only the magic damage, but also the CC of this 2v2, man. That's why I personally view it as a really strong one. Again, the Merc Tread value is huge, but like Zeus is a tank with like CC immunity and Merc Treads. He still couldn't move. He still couldn't move, my friends. Ay. Can we defend the Herald here? We'll have to see. Owner pops the ult. And that's just about it, right? Like, here comes the hook, and that's our tank. That was our tank, by the way. Zeus here thinking he can do something, but he forgot today is not the day. And yeah. Oh my god, man, this is just such a depressing series. Such a depressing match, at least this one is. Okay, at least nice buffering. Like, remember, Owner is our fat guy, right? He has the one with 2 kills, right? With 100% of our kills. And he gets hooked, he dies. Remove all the gold. So that's obviously a dangerous angle. Chovy here pops the ult. Yeah, at least good defensive maneuvering there by T1. Stall point is obviously live, that's why we are handshaking the standoffs here. The gold lead is 4k here at this point, and looks like we get a pick onto Peanut, but we don't have enough damage in our tank. And Guma is... oh, that ult was rough, and that hook is too good. Ah, shit! This was a fight where we could have done it, I believe. Oh, come on! What the hell? Oh, yeah. Like, if we win a fight, then it was this one. Really nice start to it. GenG used their ults preemptively in the mid lane, so we had that advantage coming as well. Their engage onto Guma wasn't like lethal enough. He got away, but he fucked over his ult, and then he got hooked by Delight again. Delight really is like the standard player, I have to argue, for GenG in the last T1 series and so far in this one, right? Okay, so I mean, we're like nearing 30 minutes now. Like, I mean, we're at 46k, right? We need at least 9k more gold. How did that hit? Hi, okay, at least the game ends now. Okay, we don't have to talk about dragging out the game and like waiting for like the 55k mark where you're usually fine. Or gold at least doesn't really matter anymore. Guma at least is already at 3 items, right? He's already, would have been already be capable. English is hard, man, to deal some damage, but obviously on the other side there's a 4 items area. There is an absolutely badonkadonk just strong team, and like GenG, you are fucking sicko mode today. It's wild. You're really fucking him today. Congratulations. At least you could take the lead 2-0, and I'm not saying like T1 will be tilted or whatever. There's a chance for that, but it's just clear, right? Like someday it's just not your day, and yeah. That doesn't mean, by the way, that on a normal day like T1 would stomp GenG, right? Obviously I have to make that clear because people are going to try to drag every word I say into the dirt, but this is just depressing. Okay, so we just loaded into this game and the draft has finalized. Peanut got his Maokai, Chovy got his Xante, Light has his Rakan. Lots of comfort picks overall for GenG. I mean, Doran and Jax, that's also certainly something. I don't know about Pace and Nila, sorry. But hey, For T1, they have actually also gotten a bunch of champions that they've played a lot, that are also decent. We're not going to make some like deep dive analysis because I think that's just not appropriate at this point, because that just doesn't seem to really matter here. Very explosive, aggressive level 1 there. Yeah. So Faker against K'Sante, obviously you would assume it's a good matchup for Talia due to the fact that she can obviously keep him at range. If he goes in, she can dash him, like bounce him away. Sure, but you forget that K'Sante is a season 12, 13, whatever champion, and that means obviously that his kit is completely overloaded. Flash here comes in, nice buffering by Peanut. It seems Carrier is going to be sacrificial Nautilus. At least we get a cash in, Flash for Flash traded. 2 kills for Pace. At least this time we got the cash in. If this would have been game number 2, this would have just been a 2-0. Owner here is going to die. Yeah. Don't look at this wave. I mean, at least Carrier gets some of the XP, but it's tough. Game number 3 starts how game number 2 ended. With complete disaster. Peanut, he got an assist. Owner got some cash money for himself, which is also just in the line of the previous games. Game number 1, Owner, I don't think he got killed, but he had his like CS lead, he was out farming Peanut. Game number 2, same thing, he also got some kills, gold lead individually, but yeah, we forget that that's not what this game is all about. Junglers at this point, well, always ask the question, like if you are unsure how junglers are performing in the meta right now, look where Disney plus Kia is, and then you know how good junglers are, okay? They are not even in finals, they're not in semis. That means junglers don't have that much impact right now, because obviously Disney plus Kia Gaming, they're all like sitting on the back of Canyon. And if even Canyon can 1v9, then you know jungle, okay, right now they're more supportive, not that great. This series is just painful. Like, at least, like, if we lose, but at least had a back and forth series, right? With like game 5, we lost, just like last time. I mean, last time also was painful with the fucking Vayne, but but at least, like, right, then at least we have some happy moments, right? This is just pure sadness. Puma's doing some damage, but yeah. So Peanut actually gets to steal a buff back. Ooh, that might have been too much, but nope. Okay. At least he dies, but yeah. Another kill for Pace. A death for Guma, that means his stacks obviously go down, so yeah. All these things that you don't want to see happening right in front of your eyes. Pace gets turret aggro, so at least he has to bail, and Owner comes around to bail out his friend. Let's focus on the positive. CS lead in top lane. CS lead in top lane indeed. A CS lane in mid lane as well. CS lane in bot lane. Kills do not exist in fact. Let's just nah, kills don't exist. Bot lane, we are so in the lead, man. Look at these 10 CS lead. The bot lane lead obviously is also slowly but surely getting a bit more to control. Again, Guma and all of the T1 members like have been farming really well this series, right? Their laning phases in that department have been good, and obviously we're out of laning phase now, but they still keep up the farm. Obviously Talia well, from behind and less agency can't be all too proactive, but let's see what Faker can do here. Rolling into the city, Chovy just goes on top of him. Remember, that's the tank. Faker gets a good scope there. Guma is somewhat free hitting, doesn't get the cash in, but oh. Exhibits 20 million, man. So like, this is not like hands diff, this is just oh hey, we have a team fight. Peanut here low, and that's the cash in for Draven. Believe in the T1 that believes in themselves, because hopefully they do. Okay, 20 minutes. TP top, ping Baron. Peanut is dead for 20 seconds. Those just chase down that Chovy guy. Come on, Q, slow. Not, we're not doing that. Anyway, that should be Baron. That's a huge, great fortune. We didn't see the start of that, obviously, due to the replay, where Faker, again, as I said, this wasn't a hands diff or hands play. This was just Faker being in the wrong place. Yeah, that's the start of it. Peanut is just wandering around, and again, we have seen in the previous games, the Maokai is not all that tanky. Pace is in the thick of things, but doesn't really get to pop off. Who gets the shutdown? Oh, it's also Draven getting the shutdown. Oh, huge. And here, Faker gets the next one. Come on, man. Are we actually doing it? Oh, no. That's always the issue. If you begin to have hope, then you know it's Jova. Oh, nice snipe there by our owner. But chasing this Chovy guy, is that really the play? Zeus still doesn't ult, man. Waiting with ult for next game. Aye. But so far, this game is good. T1, in this game I didn't talk too much about... Oh! But there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up. The light... At least the light dies. Can we now finally kill this pace guy? Okay, we did. Yeah, nice. Okay, so far, this is looking good. This is... interesting. Doran... The amount of people, arguably now, we have to be honest, on both sides in this finals that have gotten away with such a small slimmer of HP, man. Okay, so a bit of time has gone into the lab. Wait. Oh, no. Guma. Ah, shit, man. Like, I don't know really what happened, right? Obviously, what is going on? What are you guys doing? Oh my god, what a fucking disaster. What were they doing? One here, as a 5-man unit is approaching the Baron pit, we are starting the objective. It seems like we are going to flip it all. Zeus has the Iganar bar, Guma stacking some stacks. That's Peanut's ult coming through. Let's see, oh my, and Guma still doesn't have sums, right? It's in Guardian's Angel mode, so far 1-for-1, but the HP bars are dangerous. Zeus is not able to do that much. And yeah, just like that, in a couple of, 2 minutes, T1 actually has just completely sent it. Obviously, GenG, like, incredible punishment. Like, they see Guma walking up like a fool in mid lane, they jump him. Guma uses his abilities to live, but you could even argue, okay, like, shouldn't you just like accept death and not flash cleanse, so that you have flash cleanse for the team fight? I would argue that's a fair assessment. Because like, yeah, okay, you die, but can GenG start Baron or something like that 4v5? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, like then T1 paths like fucking donkeys. They nearly get completely eviscerated if it weren't for like Zeus and Faker putting the team on their back. Zeus here actually has some friends coming over, but Chovy is Cassante, so we shouldn't have too many hopes in actually taking care of that guy. Like, again, it's Cassante. Like, you're not doing too much to him. Like, hey, of course Cassante just lives against 3 people. Like, what do you expect? What, you have Black Cleaver? And the Andres and Void stuff? Like, come on, be serious. It's Cassante, you're not doing... What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Like if Guma was in such a position, you would be like, okay, yeah, he's just sending him. But he wasn't. Let's see. Is Zeus baiting his entire team into a disastrous position? I would argue yes. What the hell? Okay, the defense is there. Guma, I mean, he's living so far, but the rest of his team ain't so much. And what the hell, man? They're just sprinting on them, and that's the problem. T1, is their phalanx alive, or does it even exist? Yeah, maybe we can fight. If we're split up, everyone is just walking around everywhere. Like, no. And yeah, just like that. A very good early game, and for GenG once again with 20 fucking kills on pace. T1 they find what was it, 2 really nice fights where GenG like they weren't sure what they were doing. They were like, oh yeah, let's go here. Oh no, we don't need to commit. Like ha ha ha, and they get fucking punished for that. And then yeah, they clap back, and yeah, it's tough. Well, whatever. Just really fucking sad. V11 has to wait, I guess, for next year. But yeah, it's just so fucking sad, man. It's like obviously it wasn't really the best day. Like Faker's performance in game number 3, yeah, it wasn't that great. Previous 2 games were good though. Boomer really did his all. Like obviously he couldn't play the fucking game in game number 1 again. Maybe it's his fault. Maybe just like the Vayne pick, he wanted to play this dog champion Lucian. Anyway, hope you enjoyed yourself with me molding, and yeah, we see each other with some unknown content in the future. Not sure what's going to pique our interest. Maybe we're taking a look at the regionals. Maybe we see what KT, Hunger Life, DK, and ERX are doing there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed yourself, and yeah, till next time, my friends. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.